right. I could jump into mine real quick. Starting with this first one here. This one dropped on one of the streaming services. I think it was HBO Max. Now You See Me, Now You Don't. I was
Oh, I
super
want to
excited to
see
watch this.
that.
Same. I wanted to see this one. I was like, oh shit,
Oh,
pretty cool. W. Let me check this out. I don't know if Cody's gonna want to watch it after this. I was
no
very,
way.
very disappointed in this. Like, the OG cast came back. Even like the second one for a good while in this movie, I was very scared that they were just gonna ignore Lizzie Kaplan, who was Lula in the second movie after
Uh-huh.
the first one left after Henley left. They were not acknowledging her. Henley just shows up and it's like, all right, cool, business as usual. They mentioned Lula and she's no longer in the picture. She's whatever doing her own thing. So I was like, no way, you guys aren't even gonna like meet up, nothing. Well, it's just a mention. But no, later
Wow.
halfway through the movie, she does show up and she does become a part of the movie after that. But yeah, like seeing the OG cast was cool, but it was a very very disappointing movie. Like it was not it compared to the first two because I love the first two. Like the first one was
Yeah.
the second one wasn't as good, but it was still good. Um, and I was super excited to watch this one. It just fell flat. It just really fell. The villain was generic.
That sucks.
The twist was whatever. You know how there's a twist in these movies.
Yeah.
Same kind of concept from the second movie that they used, and it's like,
Uh,
nah, I've seen this already, and it was better than in the.
yeah.
So yeah, I just I was very disappointed in this. I think I'm at a three, maybe a four, but I'd have to go. Yeah, I just it wasn't for me. I just did not like it, and the first two were for me. So there you go. Um, yeah, yeah, there you go. Check this one out if you guys want to. Up to you. I know Cody was super excited, so maybe he will
I
eventually.
was.
We'll see. But there you go. Now you see me. Now you don't. The second movie I watched this week was Ready or Not. The first one. This one was on Disney Plus as well. Kind of crazy that it was on there. But obviously they got their whole Hulu merger, and so that's why this is on there. This one was a solid movie. I think this was good. I think the comedy because it's like a comedy horror. I think the comedy was good too. It wasn't like cringe comedy. Like the jokes made you chuckle and things like that. The concept of the movie was pretty cool. I mean, it's Ready or Not. It's hide and seek. You know, if you guys have seen the trailers, the movie's been out for since 2019. So that it was just cool. It was a good solid movie. I gave this one a seven. Did nothing crazy, did nothing bad. It was just right there in that middle point where it's an enjoyable time. Samara Weaving, who plays Grace, did a fantastic job on this, and she was really your main character. Yeah, they have all these other characters. Yeah, yeah, she's fantastic. They have all these other characters and actors in here, but they're part of the story. But it was really Grace, and this was her movie, and it was a solid movie. I do recommend checking out this first one. The the lore as to like this rich family and initiation when somebody else joins was cool, and that they apparently never played. They play this game, I think one time before this was like 26 years ago, something like that. So it was just like the luck of the draw for her. Obviously, we wouldn't have a movie without it, but it was cool. It was solid. I do recommend checking this one out if you guys haven't seen it. Seven for me. But the reason I watched this one was because Ready or Not 2 came out, and I never saw the first one as I just mentioned. But when I saw the trailer for Ready or Not 2, Here I Come, I said, "Damn, that looks pretty good." I actually want to see this now, so I told Babe we got to go watch the first one, then we could get tickets for this one because I do want to watch the second one. And the second one was really good. I did enjoy this one a lot. It opens up the lore of actually what's going on and who's running the world and what they're doing and different families in the world that just kind of run the whole world and things like that. Uh, the lore was really cool and it opened it up a lot more. Super excited for this one. This one is at a nine for me. The comedy was good. Catherine Newton, who plays Samara Weaving's sister in this, was introduced, and on the first one, it kind of goes into like she has no family. And the second one, they do a good job of explaining why she says she has no family. It wasn't just like, oh, she just has a sister out of nowhere. So that was pretty cool. Catherine Newton did a good job. If you guys don't know who that is, it's Ant Man's daughter from. So she did solid, and then she did fantastic. Sarah Michelle Gellar and Sean Hotsey. Hatsey. I'm hoping I'm saying his name right, but Sean Hatsey is from The Pit. For those of you that are watching The Pit, the second Doctor. That's I think the first season was the day Doctor, right? Or no, the night Doctor, the night shift Doctor. So it was pretty cool to see him in here. And Sarah Michelle Gellar. splitting brother and sisters and their whole dynamic and things like that. Elijah Wood is in this as well. Very minimal part though, but he is in this. He does a fantastic job, so it was pretty cool to see him acting. Because I don't know if I've seen something before this with Elijah Wood. It's been a minute since I've seen something, so seeing him in here was pretty cool. And then obviously getting the news for the Lord of the Rings, and he might be returning for that. I'm super excited for that as well. But yeah, I really enjoyed this movie a lot. This one was worth it to me. It got better than the first one, and when you could do that, sign me up for that. So pretty cool, pretty cool. So I do recommend checking Ready or Not 2. Here I Come in theaters. Pretty awesome. And then yeah, that is it. That is all my what we watches. So I'll kick it over to Jet.
So yeah, I guess unless I'm missing something else, there was really two kind of major-esque releases in the theaters this week. Obviously being Ready or Not 2, which Dame I just talked about, and then They Will Kill You. This one is a horror action movie, which is a really cool blend to me. I like that kind of mixing of genres a lot, actually. This one stars Zazie Beetz. I really do like her as an actress. I think the first time that I saw her was probably in Deadpool 2 as Domino, and I liked her in there. And then she's been in a couple other things like Joker. I think she was in Bullet Train. Different kind of smaller roles. Nothing really in the forefront. So this is her movie. Like it is all her the whole time. She is the whole time she's giving it like her all. Like it was a very like physically demanding role, and I could tell it just took a lot to even do this, because a lot of the action sets in here are like they look like it took a lot to do. It kind of sucks because I would say the really big action set piece that would probably have a lot of people going, "Oh, damn," was in the trailer. So like, if you watch the trailer, you got that part. So after that, it's kind of like, okay, all this other stuff is cool action wise, but nothing that really like stands out. Super gory, super fucking gory. This movie, I was like, damn, they're going in with the blood and guts and different things like that. But as a movie, is it a good movie? No. Since come out and say no, it's not. Would not recommend it. For different people of the genre, there's things that you can, attach to, like fans of the genre. I'm sure there's people that are gonna love this movie, honestly. You turn your brain off, you could probably have a great time with it. But unfortunately, my brain was on and it was working, and yeah, I found several problems that I had. So I'm. Oh, I think I'm at 4 also, man. Just like J-Mag. Obviously it's not a fucking 1, so there's things that I appreciated about it. But just as a movie as a whole, like, nah, it didn't work. And I feel bad for Zazie, because like I said, I think this is the first time that I've seen her in a lead as something. And unfortunately I just didn't like the movie too much. So yeah, there's that. I don't encourage you to go watch it, but if you do go watch it, let me know what you think. What were you about to say?
Because in Ready or Not, because you had mentioned like there's things in here that like I'm assuming that doesn't make sense for the movie, right? Like okay, how did she do this when obviously that's not possible or some shit like that? This type of shit.
Yeah.
With Ready or Not 2, the only things that were like that was like shooting a gun and like like, hey, you should be out of ammo, or and that only happened a couple times. But outside of that, like there was really nothing that's like, hey, that's stupid. That didn't make sense for how humans work or how that shit works or things like that. So that was a positive for Ready or Not.
Talking about Rambo Nancy.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, she does a lot. She does a lot in this movie, and if you just go in there, you just enjoy your popcorn, she might be a 9 to you. But yeah, unfortunately, I didn't like it too much. So obviously, that's spoiler free for the most part. Like I said, that first action sequence, if you haven't seen the trailer, probably blow your mind how crazy it is. But yeah, if you do end up watching it or if you have seen it, let me know what you think in the comments below. There's the two movies of the week.
Yeah, it's movies. And you got anything else?
No.
All right. Well, there you guys go for those movies of the week. Just remember, our reviews are our opinions. So if we encourage you guys to go out and watch these movies for yourselves, gather your own opinions, come back and share your thoughts. But all right, let's get into our usuals here.